going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to another MuzzleBroke live stream. There are no firearm sales on the channel. All firearms are unloaded. There will be no movement of firearms. There will be no transportation of firearms. There will be no touching of firearms. Now that the AI chat overlord moderator disclosures are over, we can begin our live stream. I know the Browns are playing right now. I'm not sure who is watching that game, but if you're not and you're tuning into the live stream, we appreciate you being here. We have a couple of handguns, and we have a pretty interesting AK variant out today, so cool stuff to talk about for sure. Gavin, what's up? Brianna, what's going on? Appreciate you guys being here. So the three guns that we have out on the table today, we have the spray-painted High Point. This is the High Point JPX in 10mm. Looks nice and ridiculous with the spray paint job. In the center, we have the Zastava M91, chambered in 7.62 by 54R. We do have a pretty awesome scope and stock on this bad boy, along with some pretty cool Davronov leather grip tape. I do have a 1,000-round range review out for the M91, so that's pretty cool if you want to check that out. Brianna asks, how am I doing today? Thank you for asking. I'm doing okay. Just relaxing, taking it easy, a pretty easy, low-key Sunday for us today. The other gun that we have out on the very right-hand side of the table, this is going to be a custom Sig Sauer P226. This is the ZevTech edition. We do have a Phoenix Lighting flashlight, the Sig Romeo Dot, and some lock grips from, or some, like, whatever the pink grips are from Lock Grips. Out of these three guns, I gotta say, I think the M91 in the center is my favorite. I do love my AK variants, and it's just a very interesting and unique piece. It is giving kind of Dragunov vibes. I think I did a quick video on the differences between the actual M91 here and the Dragunov. Basically, the M91 is an AK that shoots 7.62 by 54R, where the Dragunov is kind of its own different operating system and less parts compatibility, if you really wanted to know some of the differences between the two. But yeah, the pink High Point's just kind of fun. I haven't really shot it yet. I did take it out, and we did a little bit of like unboxing content with it. We did some content spray painting it, which was kind of cool. Been really into the stencils from Rattler Innovations recently, just because I think they're kind of fun. Especially when we kind of have like a junky gun, like a High Point, that, hey, if I screw it up, it really doesn't matter all that much. Definitely did not want to spray paint the M91. It's kind of, not that it's a one-of-a-kind gun, because they are fairly common, but they are kind of fairly uncommon as well. So I didn't really want to spray paint this and get it all crappy, but we did throw on the leather grip tape. Super easy to take on and off, so that's pretty cool too. Brianna asks, what is my favorite gun to use? I have some really awesome guns, and they're all a lot of fun in their own way. The M91 here in the center is a ton of fun to shoot. Honestly, I feel like I take my Glock 17 to the range very, very frequently, just because that is one of my main like nightstand guns and carry guns, so I do train with that quite a bit. My favorite gun to use, I really love my 12 gauges. I really love, you know, this 7.62 by 54R is always nice and fun. Anything that's a little like funky and ridiculous, that has a little bit of thump to it, is always a really good time. But a classic, you know, 9mm pistol like the Sig Sauer 226 Zev over here is also a lot of fun. And the other thing to note with the 9mm guns, they're just cheap to shoot. 22 LR handguns are also an absolute blast to shoot. I typically do take out a lot of new shooters with me whenever we're at the range. So it does, you know, it's worth it for me to take out a 22 LR gun. You guys are just stopping by the stream, welcome to the MuzzleBroke channel. Please subscribe to the channel, guys. I really would appreciate it. And please like the stream. It gives us more friends, I think. Brookside, how's it going? Going well, man. V-Town, is that a bacon wrap? It does kind of look like bacon. No, this is it's Davronov leather grip tape. It's actually pretty cool. I like it quite a bit. I typically am a big fan of like wraps and goon tape and that sort of thing. I use goon tape on a lot of my guns, but this is the Davronov leather grip tape. I thought it looked pretty good on the Zastava M91 here. How about a desk pop? Not gonna do that. I love your videos. Loved your videos a little while back of the M90. Picked up one, absolutely love it. Yeah, man, the Zastava M90 is a really awesome gun. This is the M91, but the Zastava M90 that we're talking about is a 5.56 AK. Really, really cool. Very lightweight, very fun to shoot. Chrome line barrel, adjustable gas tube, 18.25-inch chrome line barrel, I believe. It's a really good AK. I know a lot of people are like, oh, like a 5.56 AK, but the Zastava M90 slaps. The M91, which is what this guy is a ton of fun as well. I did actually have some jamming issues with this gun. I know this gun is supposed to have like a break-in period of 300 or 400 rounds, but I was getting some jamming issues. But also I only brought like one brand of ammo. I brought like one, the Wolf 7.62 by 54R, and it didn't love it sometimes. Real or airsoft, whatever would get you to subscribe to the MuzzleBroke channel. I really would appreciate it. Every subscribe means an absolute ton to me. It helps me out a ton, but these are real guns. Going right to left here, we have the 6 Hour P226 ZevTech edition. I do have an aftermarket comp, hammer, trigger, optic, light, and grips on this guy. In the center, we have the bacon gun, I guess, is what y'all are calling it. The Zastava M91. This guy is chambered in 7.62 by 54R, kind of Dragunov at home. Bro got the bacon skin. Yeah, it's a leather grip tape. It looks pretty cool. You look really awesome with your sunglasses and face mask. Thank you. I appreciate that. Firing full auto is my jam. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I'm actually pretty pumped that there's been a lot more like FRTs and stuff along those lines on the market, so you could basically do that without having to go through all of the super unfun paperwork. And then the last gun that we have on the very left side of the table is the High Point JPX chambered in 10mm that I very crappily spray painted. Actually, it doesn't look that bad. Like I said earlier, I was kind of been rocking with Rattler Innovations. They have like spray paint stencils. It's kind of cool. Are those real? Yes. 7.62 by 54R has got to be a little tricky to find. Typically, I just like go online, Google it. You can get it pretty easily. It wasn't like ridiculously expensive, but it was a little pricey. Hey, if you guys are just stopping by, welcome to the MuzzleBroke channel. Please subscribe to the channel, guys. I really would appreciate it. I love that High Point. It's pretty cool. I think High Point is meant to be spray painted. The actual function and, you know, it's an ugly gun. It's gross. So you got to spray paint it, make it a little bit classier. Tonka G says, wow. Yeah, man. But yeah, if you guys are brand new to the channel, I appreciate you being here. We do all sorts of gun content, really. I had a 1,000-round range review drop today of the Hydra Weaponry Vipera was the name of that gun, a little pistol caliber carbine that's super modular. We used to do a ton of live streams. We're trying to bring the live streams back into the rotation for sure. A lot of shorts. We have new content that drops every single day here on the MuzzleBroke channel. So if you could subscribe, it helps me out an absolute ton. It means a lot to me. This was one of the first kind of higher end handguns that I bought here, the 6 Hour 226 Zev. I know it's a SIG and everyone has beef with SIG nowadays, but the 226 is arguably their best pistol design. I really am not a fan of the 6 Hour P320, but I really do love the 226, and this is the ZevTech edition. Basically, ZevTech kind of collabed on the build. We do have an aftermarket compensator, a really light trigger, a really light hammer, light optic, and different grips on that. Oh my God. No, you cannot, unfortunately. Sorry, can't. The grip on that SIG is crazy. Yeah, I actually just ordered another set that's black to kind of fit the aesthetic of the gun. But it actually is a pretty good grip. You definitely get a little bit more purchase on the gun. Gabby Bays, what's up? Gabby actually gifted us the High Point for the channel. So everyone who's been enjoying the High Point, you got to give a big thank you to Gabby for hooking us up with the High Point. I hope Gabby enjoys the spray paint job that we did on the High Point. In the middle, we got the Zastava M91, our AK sniper rifle, which is really cool. I'm a big fan of this gun. You guys are calling it the bacon wrap, and now that you mention it, it does kind of look like bacon, but this is just some leather grip tape that we had. If you guys are just stopping by, welcome to the MuzzleBroke channel. I appreciate you being here. Please like the stream, guys. It helps me out quite a bit. Thing is a brick. Yes, the High Point is a brick. That's one pretty SVD. So very close to the SVD, a little bit different. I don't get too nuancy, but it's not a SVD, but whatever. It's the, SVD at home. Wait, AK. Yes, this is the AK style platform, long stroke gas piston system. This is chambered in 7.62 by 54R, the same caliber that the SVD or the Dragunov is chambered in. Just a little bit of a different operating system, but very, very close. Mom Bacon. Yes, we have the bacon grip, apparently. I never would have thought that, but you guys pick up on these things. SVD, he says, if you guys are just popping on the stream, please subscribe to the MuzzleBroke channel. I really would appreciate it. LeBron James is here. Bacon, yes, dude. Everyone loves the bacon. I put the bacon grip tape on the Ruger Mini 14 as well. So I have the Ruger Mini 14 Bacon. I like the pistol on the left. This is the High Point JPX, one of the cheapest pistols that you can ever get. I think this one is inexpensive, but we did spray paint it with some pink spray paint. LeBron's being really annoying, so he can go away forever. I like your name, LeBron. Well, he's gone now. Yeah, the gun on the right is the Sig Sauer P226 ZevTech Edition. Let's try to remember what I got on this. I have an Armory Craft compensator, which is pretty cool. Phoenix Lighting GL23R is the light and laser I'm running on that. I think this is Armory Craft trigger and hammer Sig Romeo 1 optic, and then those grips are from Lock Grips. Fascinating. Never seen an AK take an SVD caliber and magazine before. How does the accuracy compare to other battle rifles? So the SVD or the Dragunov is going to be more accurate than this gun. This is going to be the Zastava M91. It's kind of similar to the SVD in looks. The Dragunov has a short stroke gas piston operated system. The M91 here has a long stroke gas piston operated system. So just fun nerd facts. It is a little less accurate. This was kind of made to be a DMR, a designated marksman's rifle, whereas the SVD or the Dragunov is a true sniper rifle reaching out a little bit further. The High Point is made to throw in the garbage. If you guys are just stopping by, welcome to the MuzzleBroke channel. Please subscribe to the channel, guys. I really would appreciate it. Where can a rifle like yours? I actually go to the 1,000-round range review for the Zastava M91, which is this gun right here, and I have all of the links that you could possibly want in the description of that video. What do you think about the FN509? I like it, don't have one. Unfortunate, but it's true. You are very nice. Well, thank you, P40 Thomas. Palika and Dialga, the Pokemon. Is that fake or real? Looks like something from Call of Duty. Yeah, it's a real. It's a real. Yeah, I do. Actually, we were playing some Call of Duty with the boys earlier today. We were getting our shit stomped. I think we lost 5 consecutive games of ranked, and then I rage quit. Nice gun, Cody says. Walter says egg. Is that a High Point? Yes, the High Point JPX with a pink spray paint job. BF6. No, we were not playing Battlefield. We were playing Call of Duty. I don't have the $70 to buy a Battlefield. But if you guys are just popping on the stream, please subscribe to the MuzzleBroke channel. I would really, really appreciate you. Helps me out a ton. Free to do. What is your pistol with the red grips? This is the Sig Sauer P226 ZevTech Edition. I do have a lot of aftermarket stuff on there with aftermarket light and comp and trigger and hammer and all that good stuff. Liam, what's up, man? How are you doing? Palika just subscribed. Thank you. Do you play PUBG? I do not. Really almost exclusively Call of Duty Black Ops 6. I see some parallels to the thought process around the Tabuk in terms of utilizing RPK style receiver front trunnion. Makes sense given the caliber and intention. Yeah, similar. Correct. Yeah, there are some more nuancy differences between the M91, which is this, and the Dragunov, but I don't really care enough to get into them right now, to be totally honest. Thoughts on the Kimber Stainless 2? I actually am a pretty big fan of Kimber 1911s. My dad has a Kimber Micro 9 that I like quite a bit. I'm a pretty big fan of Kimber's guns. They have some pretty good quality control, despite what a lot of people say, but I've had good luck with them. So, how do you like the SIG compared to Walther? I love the 226 Zev. I love the 226 in general. I think it's probably the best handgun that SIG's made. Not that anything's wrong with Walthers. I don't think Walthers are aesthetically appealing. I don't think they're my vibe typically, but they are good pistols. And the pistol with the pink coloring on the magazine, it looks like something from the Seals. I guess they're both kind of pink today. I did not do that intentionally. On the left, this is the High Point JPX, chambered in 10mm. In the center, we have the Zastava M91 AK style sniper. This guy is chambered in 7.62x54R, has a super long barrel, 24 inches, if I'm not mistaken. Did come with this kind of fancy optic with some, I don't know the words, like it's all in a different language. I do really like the stock that it came with. It has this built-in riser that you could fold down, which is pretty cool. Not a huge fan of the mags. These mags are a little bit tricky to load into the gun. They're kind of classic rock and lock, but it is a little bit finicky. Muzz, did you try shooting 40 Smith & Wesson in the High Point? I did not, but I want to. Which old gun do you like, the M1 or the Kar 98? I'm actually a really big fan of old guns. In fact, I think older guns do it for me even more than newer guns, if I'm being totally honest. Unfortunately, I don't have an M1 or a Kar 98. Closest thing to a Kar 98 is I have this Swedish Mauser from 1917, which is pretty cool. Glock 19X. I'm a pretty big fan of the Glock 45 and the Glock 19X. I would really like a Glock 45. I don't have one. I have 3 Glock 17s. If you guys are just stopping by, please subscribe to the MuzzleBroke channel. I really would appreciate it. What kind of stuff do we have on the channel? Well, we're bringing back the live streams, as you can tell, but we have lots of shorts. We have shorts that drop every single day. Today I actually did just drop a 1,000-round range review of a pistol caliber carbine in 9mm, the Hydro Weaponry Vipera, which is kind of like a modular mini AR kind of. Did you ever know the Japanese copied the M1? I did not. Glock 17, yeah, I do have a handful of Glock 17s. I do typically have a Glock 17 rocking on my nightstand. I do like the Glock 17. Not that it's the highest performing pistol in all the land, but it is a very reliable pistol unless you molest it. Speaking of molesting guns, we can talk about this one for a second. I added too many things to it. Added a compensator, trigger, hammer, all the things that decrease reliability quite a bit. It's a little sad. Why would you get a high point? I'd rather use that money for ammo. Actually, one of these subscribers sent this out to the channel, so big fan of that. Why are you showing just 3 guns? What about the other ones? They are in the gun room. Typically for the live streams, I just pick out 3 guns because I think that's all my little squirrel brain can handle. If there's too many guns, we get a little too squirrely, but we could always add some more. There is hundreds of guns in the gun room, but when we get into the gun room, it just gets, I don't know what to talk about. It gets a little confusing. If you guys are just stopping by, welcome to the MuzzleBroke channel. Please subscribe to the channel, guys. I really would appreciate it. What is this SVD at home? So this is the Zastava M91, our kind of AK sniper here, chambered in 7.62 by 54R. Very similar to the Dragunov, very similar to the SVD, but a little bit different. It does have a different operating system. This is a long stroke gas piston operating system, whereas the SVD is short stroke. 1911, AK-47, kind of. It would be cool if you added a bayonet on a machine gun. That would be a beast like for real. We do have quite a bit of bayonets, and we have quite a bit of FRTs. So, I mean, that's not something incredibly unreasonable. We did just get a brand new AK on the channel, the Gun Geeks MD63. I think I had that out in the last live stream, and that has a really cool bayonet and battle-worn finish. Springfield Echelon is getting amazing feedback. People were more like real veterans are saying the Echelon is like a Glock with a better performance trigger. I've shot the Echelon. It's okay. I don't know. I don't think it's anything cool, to be totally honest. 45, 50 cal. I have a 50 Action Express Derringer. It's pretty cool. I have a 54 caliber muzzleloader musket. It's kind of interesting. Wait, do you have any snipers? This is probably the closest thing to a sniper rifle that I have is the Zastava M91. We do have plenty of AR-15s on the channel, so much that I don't care about them, to be quite honest. The coolest AR that I probably have is the Adams Arms P2. It's pretty dope. I just did a 1,000-round range review on that not too long ago. It was a lot of fun. Shoots very well. Tim Green says, how many? We have many, many guns. In most of them hang out in the gun room. But sometimes we have stuff hanging out on the table. Sometimes we have stuff hanging out all over the place. Glock 43X. Personally, I'm not a huge fan of the Glock 43X. It just doesn't fit my hand very well. Not that it's a bad carry gun, it's a Glock, so you kind of get their traditional Glock reliability, but the Glock 43X is just a little bit too small for me. I would prefer to carry the Glock 45, but I also very frequently, carry a P365 AXG Legion. Is my typical carry gun. Have you got a 50 cal? I have a 50 Action Express pistol. Kimber 1911 is my go-to carry. Yeah, man, as long as it works. If you guys are just stopping by, welcome to the MuzzleBroke channel. Please subscribe to the channel. We got 3 guns out on the table today. We have more guns than this, but we take out 3 at a time. On the right-hand side of the table, we got the Sig Sauer P226 ZevTech Edition with lots of aftermarket upgrades. In the center here, we have the Zastava M91, our AK sniper vibes, our Dragunov at home. And on the very left, we have the High Point JPX, spray painted pink, chambered in 10mm. I don't know why I like high points. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I wanted a 19, but my hands are too big. Yeah, the Glock 19s are a little bit too small for my hands. My dad used to have a shotgun. We have many shotguns on the channel. Is that a gun? It is, Rodney. Hey, guys, please subscribe to the channel. It helps me out a lot. Hey, Amet, what's going on? Subscribe to the channel and like the stream. It really helps me out. I have a Glock pellet gun, but the air costs too much. And the pellets are going up. Yeah, man, those little like airsoft guns and air guns are fun with the little CO2 canisters, but the cost of them is kind of expensive. I mean, not that the cost of bullets is inexpensive, because the bullet costs are incredibly expensive. Matt Servin, beautiful pieces. Thank you, Matt. Appreciate that. Yeah, I really am a big fan of the 226. I actually just bought new grip panels for it because these red ones are kind of driving me bonkers. I'm a huge fan of these Zastava M91. I just think it's really cool. I did actually have some jams in I think I did a 500 round range review for this gun. But performed pretty well. It's just a little finicky. I'm looking for an AR, and I'm stuck between Daniel Defense and an F1 lower. I think Daniel Defense is great, but very overpriced. I think you can get a better gun for a lot less money. I have a Glock 19X. We love a Glock 19X. I'm personally more of a fan of the Glock 45 just because I don't like the FDE color of the Glock 19X, but just personal preference. Ooh, is that a Dragunov? I've been looking for one in a good price range. Where do you buy 762x54R? Just online. This is the Zastava M91, so very close to the Dragunov. Choking to death. Junior Day, go with Colt, brother. Yeah, Colt's good. Would you mind trying Mechanic, the white one? I have a Mechanic Mate what is it? Mechanic Mate MC9 Prime. What's your favorite gun? Rifle Dynamics Quick Hatch, question mark? I have a Glock 40. How's the PPSH? I actually just checked in on the PPSH, Gabby. He said hopefully by Christmas we'll have the PPSH 41 build complete. If you guys are just stopping by, please subscribe to the MuzzleBroke channel. I really would appreciate it. Hey guys, like the stream too, but subscribing is more important. Cool enough. Have a good day. Rodney says, oh my God. Wait, is the Kimber Super Jaeger a good starter pistol for my girlfriend? Probably not. Go with a Glock 19. I have a shotgun Glock 19 AR. What should I buy next? An AK, Andreas. The weapon of our enemies. Yeah. M91, I would say, I think, actually, Derek, if you go to my range review of the M91, I have the link in the description that you could check, because I do have a link to it. Gabby says, nice. Yeah, I'm really excited for the PPSH 41. For those of you that don't know, that is actually one of my favorite guns of all time, is the Russian PPSH 41 that hopefully you've seen in Call of Duty World at War circa like 2010. Very cool sub gun. We did actually end up buying a Russian parts kit PPSH, and I think M13 Industries was nice enough to build it for us. Ooh, a mystery gift. What does that do? Do I click it? What does a gift do, Gabby? Thank you, though, Gabby. But what does that do? I have no idea. What gun should I get? An AK, brother. David says 75B. Don't know what that means. 308. So Zastava actually does make some pretty cool AKs in 308. The last that I talked to Zastava, they actually didn't have any of the 308s in stock, which is very sad. But hey, man, if you guys are just stopping by, welcome to the MuzzleBroke channel. I appreciate you being here. Please subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate it. Gabby says Gibbs money. Gibbs money? Because it was interesting, because there's like these little like rubies. Like that gift gave me 325 little rubies. I don't know what that means though. What kind of AK? You'll have to check out my Instagram, or actually the other live stream. We had the Gun Geeks MD63, a really, really cool old school vibes AK. That's a lot of fun. Smith & Wesson 9mm M&P Shield. I'd go M&P Shield. Ozzy Osbourne is here from the dead. M77. AK-7N. Sure. Today we have the Zastava M91, the AK Sniper, out on the table, chambered in 762x54R with this bacon idea. Melissa is being mean. Chris says, hey, what's up, Chris? That is my dream gun. I hear there's an American company making them from parts kits. Which one, Ian? Sorry, I lost you. Beretta 1301. We do have some Berettas on the channel. What about the VZ61? Gabby asks. Yeah, so actually the VZ61, I have to reach out to that guy tomorrow. I should be getting the VZ61 hopefully sent tomorrow, hopefully. Do you have a Glock 45? I do not have a Glock 45. Unfortunately, I really would like one, but I can't stomach getting one because I have like so many Glock 17s. It kind of makes it a little nuancy. Or get a SIG 45. It's true. Chris, what's up? Is that a High Point? Good eye. This is the High Point JPX chambered in 10mm that I spray painted pink. If you guys are just stopping by, please subscribe to the MuzzleBroke channel. I really would appreciate it. SIG is good, just don't get the P320. Agreed 100%. What about the new Glock Gen 6? They are not out yet. I do not know when they are going to be out. I have a Glock 17. I love my Glock 17s. They're very cool, very reliable, very classic. Ew, a High Point. Yeah, agree. Hollow Sun. I actually am a pretty big Hollow Sun fan. Hollow Sun's great, man. Melissa, I'm not a cop. Well, nobody cares, Melissa, and everything here is always legal. So don't really give a F. Been a minute since I seen your live. Love the bacon wrap. Where can I get this? This is from a company called Davronov. D-A-V-R-A-N-O-V. Davronov leather grip tape. It's incredibly expensive. Have you used the Jackal 308? No, I have used the Jackal 556, though. Gen 5. Jasper, what's up? Thank you, Jasper. Appreciate you, big dog. Thank you. Thank you, Jasper. Gen 5 Glock 17 review. The problem with the Glocks is that the Glock is not going to give me one. And I'm not going to go purchase a Glock with my own monies. Is that the PSL? So this is the Zastava M91. It's very similar to the PSL. I like it better. Anyways. Taurus is good too. Taurus, actually I have a Taurus G2C that actually works really well. Are those guns from Call of Duty? Some of them can be found in Call of Duty, probably not the High Point, but yes. On God, and Melissa, yeah, I blocked Melissa. Are the guns real? Yes. Do you like Taurus? I have my Taurus G2C. It works out very well for me all the time. I'm so bummed that the M91 sold out at Classic. I had one in my cart. Round one. Go to my 1,000-round range review of the M91. I have a build list in the description of the video, and you can get yourself one. What do you think of 1911? I've only actually had one real 1911. It is the Thesis 1911. It's actually off getting gold-plated right now, which is pretty cool. That's a nice M91. Thank you, Benjamin. Brian says hi. Hey, Brian. Looks like a pancake wrap. Yeah, everyone's been saying bacon wrap today, but I don't care. Yeah, it looks cool, man. If you guys are just stopping by, welcome to the MuzzleBroke channel. Please subscribe to the channel, guys. I really, really would appreciate it. Izzy says, hey. Round one. I will, thanks. Hell yeah, brother. Dulce. 1911s are the OG. You hear the FN Scar line is disappearing. Josh P., let's talk about this. I think I saw a meme about it. Is there a reason that they're not doing scars anymore? Narco 1911, Glock 26. The ATF is here. Is that full auto? No, it is not. It is not. But goodbye, ATF. Take the stock off and put the drum on that bitch. I'm just going to guess the ethnicity of that gentleman. What would you think of the idea of the 3D printed extended mags? Probably work okay. Probably not, though. Honestly, these mags, even the 10 roundies, are a little finicky. I actually don't know. I mean, I know there is a way to take the stock off, but I'm actually not quite sure how I would do that. What is the rifle? This is the Zastava M91. Money is the reason for the Scar. They're just not selling them, or, well, I mean, I guess I don't know. I've actually never shot a true Scar, so I can't really, they're just out of, because it's the FN, though. Scar is FN, and FN should have a lot of money, right? ATF got banned, yep. Bacon wrapped, yeah, this is the Davronov leather grip tape on the Zastava M91. I believe they're making a new version, Josh P. says, hopefully. Jax, yes, this is 7.62 by 54R, correct. We do have lots of revolvers, Mr. Clean. Do you have a drum mag? Yeah, I do. I typically don't put them on the channel because YouTube doesn't like them. 7.62 in a blanket goes hard. Have you fired these 3 guns? Yes. Not on the stream. There are no touching of firearms. There are no firearm sales. Everything's unloaded. Nothing's being transported. Nothing's being touched on the stream. But I have shot these guns, yeah. The SIG 226 Zev shoots very nice. I have a big, ridiculous compensator. I have an upgraded trigger, upgraded hammer, all that good stuff. It shoots very nicely. The Zastava M91, I actually have a 500-round range review out on this gun on the channel. You could watch. Colt 1873, Glock 18C, nice. Is that a Rex 01S? No. We have the 6-hour P 226 Zev on the right, the M91 from Zastava, and the High Point JPX in 10mm. Michael Hood, what up? Josh P, favorite FRT you have shot? I really like the AK ones. However, the AR ones, the super, just like the AR super safety is probably my favorite because it does have that 3rd position. Muzz NAK9. I don't know what that is though, Gabby. I wish I could tell you. Out of the 3 guns, which is your favorite? The M91, the rifle in the center for sure. Someone says hi, I can't read that. I do not have an FN FAL. I've tried to get one. Just haven't. Glock 26 or 1911, probably Glock 26. AK or AR for accuracy. Either one I think is equally accurate. Typically when you're kind of splitting accuracy hairs, the gun is going to outshoot you. Have you seen the SAK 21? Yes, I have not shot it though. Hard archive. And bacon wrapped, yeah, the bacon wrapped SVD, the bacon wrapped Zastava M91. I did not ever catch that it looked like bacon, but that's a good video idea. I'm always in the mood for video ideas. Actually, I'm live streaming right now because I'm procrastinating filming a new video. Glock or XD? Oh, Glock. Draco NAK 9mm. Oh, that's actually, Gabby, that's an amazing deal because then you could just get the Stuff and Things attachment thingy and make it the what's it called? The Jackal from Call of Duty. If you guys are just stopping by, welcome to the live stream. Welcome to the MuzzleBroke channel. Hey guys, please subscribe to the channel. Like, please, God, subscribe. It helps me out a ton. YouTube really kind of smushes my content down because it is gun related. So subscribe to the channel. Really would appreciate it. Do I have an Olight? I do not have an Olight. I have emailed Olight. They will not give me one. Glock or FN? Glock for the win always. I'd agree. Something in Spanish. Sorry, I can't read that, but hi. JR says hi. What's up, JR? Let me know down in the comments what guns you would like to see on the next live stream. Duke, subscribe. Thank you, Duke. Everyone do like Duke and subscribe to the MuzzleBroke channel. Would you get a OSW 12-inch quad rail or a full-size FAL? I get the full-size FAL. What is a gun that you don't have that you wish you had? That's a good question. Hold on, I'm going to think about that for just 1 second. But Gouda to Glory, subscribe. Thank you. Please subscribe to the channel, everyone. 193 of you are on the stream, so I expect 193 of you to subscribe. Gun that I don't have that I wish I had. Spaz 12. I was actually looking at some Spaz 12 clones yesterday. PMY. Supervisor told me no streams. All right, Jasper. Well, appreciate you stopping by, buddy. What is the rifle wrapped in? This is leather grip tape. Davernov is the company that makes it. We were trying it out. It looks pretty cool. It looks nice and bacony. Do you have a red dot? We actually have a red dot on the SIG here. I have plenty of red dots on other guns. What caliber is the bacon? This is the Zastava M91. This is chambered in 7.62 by 54R. Looks like leather bacon. Marcelo, beautiful weapons. I love guns. Thank you. KSR, not a SAS. I don't know what that means. If you guys are just stopping by, welcome to the MuzzleBroke channel. Please subscribe to the channel. I really would appreciate it. Helps me out a ton. Do you have AK? I have 9 AKs. I counted them this morning. I've never shot a high point. Are they really as bad as they say? Yeah. It just kind of feels cheap and crappy. It's a little clunky. This one doesn't even have a slide release. Gabby's got to go. Driving soon. All right, Gabby. Gabby was actually the subscriber that sent out the high point to the channel, so thank Gabby for the high point. Do you like the Glock 40? Yeah, I like all Glocks except the Glock 43X. typically. But yeah, we have the Hi-Point JPX on the left-hand side, chambered in 10mm. We have the Zastava M91 in the center, chambered in 7.62x54R. And then we have the 6-hour 226 Zev on the right-hand side of the table. Hey guys, please subscribe to the channel. I really would appreciate it. There are over 200 of you in the stream, so I expect 200 subscribers. It really helps me out. Means a lot to me. Airsoft? No airsoft guns. What is your favorite 9mm? I've really been fixated on the KP9. I really want a KP9, but they're like, KUSA is out of business, so that's been sad. Not a spaz, it's a spas. I don't pronounce anything right, so I don't really care. Glock or SIG? Depends. I rock some Glocks, I rock some SIGs. I have the SIG 226 Zev, I have a SIG P365. I do also have some Glocks as well. My Russian has been peaked, not the KGB. What do you think of the Holosun 507C? I'm actually a pretty big fan of all the Holosun optics. Is that an AK? Is the Zastava M91, kind of an AK style sniper. I really want a 226, but I built my P365 to basically look like your 226. Yeah, whatever works. Hi-Point, Outdoor Rambo. Yes, we do have the Hi-Point JPX. Any thoughts on the TX22 FRT? It looks fun. Looks like it works well. Is that an AK? Yeah, kind of. 48 is front heavy, 43X. Where is the bacon leather looking from? Davernov, leather grip tape it's called. I thought that was an AK, 47. A little bit different caliber. I'm subbing just for the Dragunov. Well, thank you. I do have the 1,000 round, well, excuse me, I think it's 500 round range review out for the Davernov. Jesus Christ, boys. I do have the range review out for the M91, the sniper in the middle, so check it out. What's the best generation of Glock? Gen 5, but I rock Gen 3s. SIG, look what's going on with them. Yeah, the P320 is a joke. You should get a camouflage for the middle gun, like a Cerakote job. I've been waiting on a Beretta 9, M9, but I'm not made of money at the moment. SVD. 3 guns I want to see on the stream. The Maxima 9, the AA12, the Gen 1 Galil Ace, all good choices. You should get a camo. Are they modded? Yeah, we do have some modification. Hi, I'm new here. Is that a 40 Hi-Point? It's the Hi-Point JPX, chambered in 10mm, is what we have on the left. The Beretta 92 FRT looks sweet. That does look really cool. Chris says hi. What's up, Chris? AR or AK? AK. I am a big AK fan. Can I see the ammo? The ammo is in the ammo closet. I do not have any ammo out. Any Gen Glock is good. I got 6. A desktop, can't do that, unfortunately. Hey, my guy, Master Chief and D's Nuts 69. What a classic. If you guys are just popping by, welcome to the MuzzleBroke channel. I really appreciate you guys being here. Please subscribe to the channel, guys. It really helps me out. On the channel, we do lots of live streams, we do lots of shorts, and we do lots of 1,000-round range reviews as well. In fact, I just dropped a 1,000-round range review today. It's not my most favorite 1,000-round range review I've ever done, but it was fun nonetheless. Bro, that Zastava looks great. I got the M70, M92, and the 72. I have a Zastava M90, a Zastava M91, and a Zastava M72 as well. I love them all. 50 cal or Glock? Glock. The best AK. That's a little subjective. AKs are all really cool. They all run pretty well as long as you get a decent builder. I have a really expensive AK. I have some really cheap AKs. I think they all work really well. I really like the Zastava AKs. I'm really in love with the Gun Geeks MD63 that I just got on the channel. It's an old school vibes AK. It's really cool. I love your videos. I like the EP9 videos. I got one because of them. It's pretty good. Well, thank you. Yeah, the EP9, man, very interesting. When I first got that, because they sent me that, right? I picked it up from the FFL, and I was like, what the legitimate fuck is this? I picked it up, and it feels like it's like a piece of shit, right? But that thing is just fucking diesel. I have like over 3,000 rounds through my EP9 and have not cleaned it once, and it just chugs. It's incredible. Do you like a SCAR? I like the SCAR. Don't have one. I think they're really expensive. What optic are you running on the Zastava? I don't remember the name of it, to be totally honest. It came with the gun from Zastava. It's got like a PK6 or something. What do you like about AKs over ARs? I think they have a little bit more character. I think they have a little bit more history. I think they're more fun to shoot. I think they're just more fun. I know it's like kind of a stupid thing, but like doing the reloads on an AK is more fun. The charging handle's more fun. 7.62x39 recoil is more fun. I think they have like history and old school vibes, and I just like them. Not that I hate ARs, but I don't like them as much as I like AKs. Wanting to grab a ZPAP M90 before they start increasing the price due to no imports. I love the M90. I have a M90 1,000 round range review out on the channel. You should check it out. That gun is incredible. Got a SAM 7, also a Romanian SAR-1. Nice. What's the wrap around the AK? It's a Davronov leather grip tape. It's the name of the company. Do you have a... No, I don't. What is your favorite caliber? 9mm. I like my 9mm. You convinced me. I'll get an AK next time. If you do, make sure you check out my Direct Me for coupon. AKs are basically iron rods that you can weld anything onto. Yeah. Do you do a Russian accent when shooting AKs? No. I don't have a good Russian accent. Not that I couldn't try. What do you think about the NAK9? I actually don't really have any experience with that at all, but that's okay. If you guys are just popping on to the stream, welcome to the MuzzleBroke channel. If you're first timers, I appreciate you stopping by. I feel like we get a lot of first time people on the live streams. A lot of fun on the live streams, a lot of fun on the channel in general. I really appreciate you guys popping in. Please subscribe to the MuzzleBroke channel. I'm going to need to get the bastardized California compliant version, though. Very sad. Thoughts on the Midwest Industries Alpha AK? So I actually have the Alpha stock from Midwest Industries Jasper. I love this. It's a good stock. Probably not worth the cost, if I'm being totes my goats honest. In my personal opinion, I think I can run a bare bones wood AK with no optic just as good as you could run a Alpha AK with dots and stocks and optics and all that shit. So it's cool stock. It's very modular. I like it. I don't know if it's worth the $350 or whatever the hell it is. Is a 9mm AK? Yes, I know what it is. I just have not shot it for the NAK9. My everyday carry, typically I'm rocking the P365 AXG Legion. Is the gun that I typically carry every day. I got the Alpha handguard with the old school side folder. I like the old look with the newer functions. Yeah, that's always fun too, man, to kind of mix and match it up. Not that they're bad handguards or it's a bad series. I think the Alpha series is really good. It's just kind of like a large cost. But if you guys are just stopping by, welcome to the channel. Please subscribe to the channel. Tell me what you guys want to see on the next live stream. I typically pick 3 of my guns and we bring them out here and we talk about them. We're going to be trying to do a live stream almost every day. So let me know. I don't know how many of you watch some of my other videos, but you should kind of know some of the stuff, some of the guns that I have. So let me know what you want to see. What do you think of the Canik MC9? I have a Canik Mate MC9 Prime, and I really, really like it as a carry gun. It's cool, works well. I love that the AK is making me want to get a stock and grip like that. Yeah, man, it's cool. Glock 43X, Glock 26, both good. Better trigger than a Glock, but definitely ain't a Glock. Someone should make a belt-fed LMG chambered in 9. Yeah, they have that. It's like Freedom Ordnance. Do you know what mount the M91 Zastavas take? What do you mean, big dog? Like a side mount rail? Like, what are you talking about? Red Knight sent 100 gift points. I don't know what these gift points are, but thank you, Red Knight. That surely is good. Thank you. Yeah, what mount the M91 Zastavas take? Yeah, they just have a side mount optics rail. I think as long as you get like the Yugoslavian pattern side mount optics rail, you'll be good to go. I have a AKM style side mount optics rail. It does not fit these Zastavas because they're Yugo pattern. My EDC is a 1911. Red Knight is making faces. Round 1, optic mount. Yeah, it's just a Yugo optic mount. Anyone want to see his gun room before I go back to work? Is that a Dragunov? It's the Zastava M91. Very similar. Is that AK barrel threaded on or pressed? Pressed, he says. Cautiously? Question mark. Yeah, let me know. Yeah, maybe we'll take a trip to the gun room, and you guys can pick what guns you want to see on tomorrow's live stream. My dream gun is a Eagle Luger in 9mm, but it's very rare, very expensive. I'm sorry, Red Knight. I hate when that happens. I hate when the dream guns are expensive. Actually, what was I looking at yesterday? I was looking at like a Type 100, like the Japanese subgun. I don't know why I was like looking at that yesterday, but Glock or 1911? Glock, hands down. Yeah, not a super huge 1911 fan. Pretty big 2011 fan. But the 1911s, I only have one 1911, and it's actually not even in my possession right now. Our 1911 is currently getting gold-plated and engraved by Ronin Armory, which is pretty cool. So pretty pumped about that. Hopefully that'll be pretty dope when she comes back in town. I have no idea when I'm getting. I hate that, dude. That's my one thing. Like, I don't have a Maxima 9. No, I'm sorry. They only made a few before picking 1911 as the main sidearm during World War II and World War I. Yeah, man, 1911 is cool. It's got a lot of history. Yeah, I have 2 guns that are sent off to companies right now, and I really hate doing that because I feel like I'm just never going to get them back. It just takes them forever. Not that I should be complaining, but I'm still going to. The PPSH, they said, will be done around Christmas, and the gold-plated thesis, I have no idea when that's going to be done. So we'll see. But today we have out the 6-hour P226EV on the right. We got the Zastava M91 Sniper in the center, chambered in 7.62x54R with the Davronov leather grip tape. Jasper. Thank you, Jasper. Yeah, for those of you new to the live stream, the rules of the gun room are someone's got to donate to the channel, and then we go to the gun room. So Jasper says, make sure y'all look around for stuff you want to see on future live streams. To the room. All right, so one moment, we will walk on over. Oh, hey, and we're giving away this AK FRT. I keep forgetting about that. So the hardest part is not like doxing myself on the way to the gun room. I don't think I have any doxing information. Okay. Let's run it. Gun room, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, here was someone was asking about AKs. This is that, he sent another gift. I don't know what that means, but thank you. This is the MD63 we were talking about. So there's an option. I really need to do more content with the AR 12 gauge over here. Anyways, yeah, look around, look at some of the guns. Tell me what you want to see on some future live streams. There's the Canic on the bottom right for whoever was talking about the Canic earlier. We have our RPK. What's that silver and brown handle one? It's the Ruger Mark II Target. Tristan says, hey. Zastava M90, Ruger Mark IV, RPK, Bear Creek Grizzly 101, Ruger SP 101, Tactical, or Talo Edition is the name. Got an AKM. Oh, there's your Midwest Alpha stock right there. Springfield Prodigy, Zastava M72. Any Yeet cannons? No, I actually don't have a Yeet cannon. We got the Bear Creek Arsenal. What's that gun called in the top right? Does anyone know? It's the BC9. Yeah. The Rifle Dynamics Quick Hatch. Is that a 2011? Yeah, we do have a handful of 2011s. We got the Springfield Prodigy. We got the Jacob Gray TWC Hex. And we have the Fusion Firearms XP Pro. Got some Glocks. Muzz, I think you should bring out your favorite AR for the next live. All right, that's an easy one. We'll bring out the Adams Arms P2. The next range review I'm probably going to do is going to be this guy right here, the Krebs Customs M23. I'm pretty pumped for that. So there's some of the guns. We got some revolvers and the KUSA Comrade. Is that a shovel stock? Yes. How many jelly beans are one of them 2011s? Totally depends on which one, brother. What is the black and red one? Which black and red one? And I do not have the life card. I wish I did. We just dropped, oh, there's the Vector. Someone liked the Vector yesterday. We just dropped the range review for the Hydra Vipera here. Elijah, that's so cool. Yeah, sorry, the lights always get in the way. And then I also have some guns over there, and then there's like a bunch of guns over here. Lever actions, ARs, Ruger Mini 14. There's the EP9. Lots of stuff. The black one. Oh, the black 2011. So the Springfield Prodigy is pretty cheap. M23 looks fire, but have a good day. Thanks, Jasper. Appreciate you. Yeah, the Springfield Prodigy is pretty dope, but I do have quite a bit of customization done to that one. All right. So everyone thank Jasper for the donation so we could come and chat in the gun room. Thanks, Jasper. All right. Back to our regularly scheduled seating arrangements. And then maybe we'll go play Call of Duty. Why so many guns? Because I do YouTube content creation that focuses around guns. So the more guns I have, the more contents I can create. Do you hunt? Yes, I do. If you guys are just stopping by, welcome to the MuzzleBroke channel. Please subscribe to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. I really would appreciate it. Because we can. Correct. So what guns did you guys want to see? You didn't tell me. Devil Dog Gamer, what's that? Same, I hunt with 30-06, very cool. That AK looks like it's from COD. Speaking of COD, I think we're about to play. Glock. You are prepared for the zombie apocalypse. Yeah, that would be actually really cool. Is that a DWX? No, we have the 6 Hour P226 Zev. We have the Zastava M91. And then we have the High Point JPX. Pat says, howdy, howdy. What's up, man? Yeah. If you guys are just popping on the stream, welcome to the MuzzleBroke channel. We really appreciate you being here. I just dropped a 1,000-round range review today. If you guys could go watch that video, like and comment, it helps me out a little bit. You earned a sub. Thank you, Tristan. Ew, why a High Point? It was free. Gabby gave it to us. How hard is it to get 7.62 by 54 ARM? Not too bad. You just Google it, find it online. I mean, it's not easy, but it's not like, oh man, so hard. Cool builds. Thanks, Brandon. So make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel so you don't miss any content moving forward. Everyone loved the M91. I do have the range review out for that right now, so check that out. We did just drop a 1,000-round range review today, so check that out. I appreciate you all stopping by. Please subscribe, and I'll catch you at the next live stream.